Okay guys, I'm logging in, level 30. At the giant fort, I got really nice buffs. I'm gonna finish off this level here. No time to waste. It's a blue con. A green con here. He resisted. See if I can grab one more. No time to waste. Looks like quickness is running out. That's okay. My main thing is to use these thorns. So I am in hell level. That's why it's been taking so long to finish this. Otherwise, I would have blazed through this level so quick. All right, we got that down to 40. Switch focus to this other one. We want to kill them all about the same time. Uh-oh, Thorns is running out. Are you serious? Oh no. How is it running out? I thought it just refreshed not long ago. Now I'm in trouble. Let's just get some distance just so I don't get any extra ads. Focus on a different one now. Give this one Envenom Breath as well. Now I'm out of mana completely. No reason to panic. All right, focus on the other one. I don't like how it's difficult to target. Uh-oh, I'm really dead. Oh. Okay. Wow, wow, wow. All right, he'll die. I'm regenerating health quick, don't worry. Focus on the other one who's got 100% life. So I'm trying not to draw any extra ads because these goblins around here. There is Jimmy D's corpse. Here we go. Okay. Doing okay. Oh, and Venom Breath wore off the other one and he didn't die? Okay, he's at 0% life. Come on. Let's see if we can just get him. Stunned. Come on, die. One down. He's nearly dead. No mana. Don't have a mana to do it. Ooh, get him. The least efficient way to do this. Now I have no mana for this other one, but at least it's down to 1. It's another blue con too. Now I don't even have root up. That's the problem. No mana? Come on, get Venom Breath off. So I'm holding steady with life. Regenerating life so quick. You're dead. I'm using Cannibalize while I'm fighting. Can't seem to hit. Bye-bye. Alright, time to loot. Get the goods. There's the other one. If I had about 5 more seconds of thorns, that would have been so much different. Nothing on here works smooth. Dang it. Alright, get rid of Ultravision and put up Root. It'd been nice to have Root up. Alright, I'm not even going to wait. I'm going to throw up Quickness. No time to wait. So that was 4 total that I killed. Oh, I hear him from way over here. Nah, he's gonna get ads. Let's just wait till these ones pop. And there's always one that runs to the canal too. So my life is regenerating so good, so fast. Need more mana though. Let's get the music going. I think I got a music tab open up right here. Nope, 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 not that one. Not that one. Trying to avoid playing copyright stuff. Just opened one up, didn't I? Here we go. All right, time to go, time to fight. No rest, only death. What happened? Interrupted. Now I should probably put up the nuking spell as well. So while I'm fighting, cannibalize here and there. I've got all these buffs, you see. Chloroplast. That doesn't last very long though. Throw this on 35 minutes now from where we are. Already played for about 10. Let's go ahead and refresh it. Hey, one spawned by the entrance. So while he's dying, I'm just gonna keep cannibalizing. So key number 8 is for cannibalize. I can just press the key instead of mouse clicking. That's so much better. Play easy and play smart. We're looking for a forest loop. That's what I'm looking for. And it's green. Might as well, we gotta get rid of him to get the spawn. Oh, I did 2 for... Right, what I'm going to do is keep them both dotted. Oh, and the other one's going to spawn soon, so let's move him back. Because the other one by the entrance will respawn. We're playing with power. All right. Here's the green one. No, he's the blue one. Already got him down to half-life. I feel like I'm doing more damage now. I just crushed for 50 damage. So let's get rid of Targar's insects and throw up the nuking spell, Frost Strike. Speed up this process. All right. Frost Strike. Spirit Strike. Thank goodness for this buff. I've got Regrowth of the Grove, Protection of the Glades, and Regrowth of the Grove. The two best spells you can have. For a caster / melee hybrid, it's the best. I can keep doing Cannibalize. Almost no downtime. Let's throw up one more Envenom Breath. Did I get him? I don't think I got him. He's got now. Now just keep hitting the number 8 key to cannibalize. He's dying. No luck with the loot. It's been terrible loot. No good luck. Oh, he's coming right for me. Uh-oh. Quickness. Yeah, quickness is running out. It's really nice having this place to myself today. Hear the sirens outside. Am I overweight? What's going on? Oh, that's just my dex down. It's from the poison sensor weapon. I think it decreases your dex. Uh-oh. Chloroplast is going away. Oh, that's regrowth of the grove. No. How are these running out so fast? I thought that lasts for hours. About to grab a drink out of the fridge. I've got my usual root beer. And by the way, it does kind of have a flavor kind of like dandelion and burdock. It's much sweeter though. I had some dandelion and burdock when I was living in England. So I lived in England for a couple years, North Yorkshire. I guess it was about 20, 30, 40 miles north of Leeds, west of York. Hey, uncool. Snook 'em. Dang it, 2% life. Why don't you just die? Hematite. I need to recover. Take the easy way. So it's Saturday weekend. I don't really have any weekend plans. I've got bedding in the washer. I need to flip them in the dryer now. Cleaning my apartment. Probably watching Netflix or Hulu movie. Don't know what's showing at the moment. I'll just look through the selection. Gonna grab me a drink out of the fridge. Chilled, carbonated beverages. Let's go grab one now. So I think I've got like the Coke and I've got root beer. So that's the choice. You can't go wrong with either. I got Coca-Cola today. So Coke and Pepsi. I don't own single stocks in either company, but I sort of do because I own these shares of dividends paying ETFs, exchange traded funds, and they inside the fund, they buy up all these dividend-paying companies, and of some of those, Coca-Cola and Pepsi are high-paying dividend stocks. So there's a good percentage of that ETF based in Coca-Cola and Pepsi. So I get, every 3 months, I get a dividend from Coca-Cola and Pepsi. And they're companies that are been around for a long time, and you know they're gonna stick around for a long time, and they pay out pretty well. And the idea of dividend investing portfolios is that when you get paid your dividend, instead of taking that money and spending it for yourself, you just buy more shares, okay? And the beauty of this is that when you buy more shares, the next time you get a dividend, it's a little higher than before because you own more shares of it. And these companies that my ETF invests in have a track record of increasing their dividend payout. So, even if the growth of the stocks are horizontal, meaning they're not increasing in value even though the stock market's on a big tear, the ETF payout increases over time, and so then you're buying more shares, so then there's what they call dividend compounding. So let's say for the first 3 months I bought a couple $100 of shares, and when that 3-month quarterly payout dividend is say $20, I reinvest $20 and buy almost another share, and then I throw in a couple more dollars here and there before the next payout. And so then the next payout goes from $20 to $35. But then half a year's passed, you buy more shares, you reinvested that dividend, and then 3 months later, the payout's like $60. You reinvest the $60, you buy a couple more shares, and then at the end of the year, what started out paying $20 is now paying close to $100. Reinvest the $100, you buy more shares, and it keeps going. And what happens is the payout doesn't go in a linear increase, it starts going parabolic. To where, and the idea is if it's a good stock and then good ETF, 72 months pass and you doubling what you were making. So every 72 months you double. So start out paying, well, that's the idea. And the good thing about SCHD is not only does the compounding growth work that way, is the stock price over the last years and years and years has also increased in value. So you're keeping up with that inflation rate, hopefully. So I got this dividend paying ETF and it's pretty fun. And that's what I do with my YouTube money. So when I play YouTube, I get rewarded with just a little bit of money. I mean, it's not very much at all. Let's see, in a couple months I might make $100. And I have to pay taxes on that too. But that's how I kicked off my portfolio for dividends. And it's the gift that keeps on giving. It's fun. And so someone sent me a comment on a previous video asking me, like, why are you in debt? Because I talked about it and didn't mention why. For people that have been listening to me for a long time, they know. But student loans, the brutal student loan interest rates, it is so brutal. Every month that I don't pay on my student loans, I go deeper in debt. It's a vicious cycle. I'm stuck in the rat race, guys. That's life. And my only escape is Everquest and Warhammer 40,000. That's how I keep my sanity. I don't know, you guys keep your sanity in this grind. Life is a grind. I'm stuck. No. Dang. If I do the rewind, it usually doesn't work right away. Watch. Rewind. Now it automatically says you must wait a bit longer before using the rewind command. Okay, well, I'll wait and redo it. In the meantime, something's gonna spawn on my head. Let's do another of this. Regeneration. Let's go and do that rewind again. Now it works. The first time it doesn't work. Second time it does. It's always been like that. You know, something from a nostalgic period of life would be fun to watch today. I can't stomach watching Goonies again, but something along the line of Goonies. You know, my favorite part of Goonies is before they even get inside the basement. When they're at the gas station, Chunk is at the bowling alley eating pizza. Malt is hanging out with his dad, the plumber. Mikey and Brant are at home. Mikey's dad is at the museum. Mikey's mom is at the grocery store with Lanita, the maid, or the housekeeper. Andy is at football practice or cheerleading practice. And the other girl with the glasses, she's hanging out at the Goondocks, pulling out crabs or something. I forgot his name. Chunk is at the bowling alley. And he's playing, I don't know what game it was. It's not pole position, but he's playing one of the arcades. And then he's like, oh, a police chase. And then he presses the pizza against the window and his milkshake, strawberry milkshake, flies everywhere. It gets all over him. And that's such a great intro. It shows all the characters. Data is at home trying out his grappling hook. I don't know what you call those. And he's trying to grapple from his house next door to Mikey's into the window. And Mikey's mom comes and goes, oh, it looks like Data dropped by. Nice, an axe. Let's go ahead and root him. Step back. We need a reprieve from all this melee combat. Time to ingest ourselves with Cannibalize. Consuming health. This is a unique spell that you don't see in other MMOs. Cannibalize. The idea is that you're consuming your health for more mental energy. All right. Let's do some nuke. Spirit Strike. Once again, Spirit Strike. Sprint to finish off the job. Tree Flare. Says it weighs 8.5 stone. It's heavy. And I'm still not encumbered yet. Experience. Man, it's a slow crawl. Not even at 60% of the way through the level. And I must have killed about 12 of these giants so far, maybe even more. I don't think I have Spirit of Wolf on. I need to refresh Spirit of Wolf because you need that spell. That's keeps you from dying. That's the power of channeling. I got hit and didn't get interrupted. Throw up another root and cannibalize. Let's just use quickness in melee. You can see the difference, right? How quickly I swing. I can tell. So the idea that you can melee as a shaman depends on quickness and Targar's insects and the dots. And Spirit of Wolf, you can flee. You can root, and so melee is possible. I would argue melee is pretty decent even on a druid. Some would disagree. You can wear chain armor with a shaman and leather armor as a druid. But I love the damage shield druids get. It's my favorite. Especially for power leveling. Alright, he's dead. Ah, it's a golden earring. They make it look just like a forest loop. I like to trick you like that. So we got a big guy on the right and a little guy on the left. Little guy, come here. Big guy, chill. Now we'll root. And now I'll nuke. No, I got quickness. Use quickness. Yeah. I'll get myself at least close to leveling to 31. And I might actually grind after this video uploads, just continue working my way to level 31. So next time I do an episode, we'll be level 31, and I'll already be ready at Field of Bone to fight the Servants of Sithrax. Now, I don't understand why root beer isn't more popular. I think the thing that root beer is known best for is root beer floats. So if you not grow up in America, it's a dessert. You have root beer, which is a carbonated sweet beverage, and you get plain vanilla ice cream. And you can pour like some root beer in a cup or a mug, and then you take a scoop of vanilla ice cream and put it on the top. The scoop of ice cream will start to melt, and it makes it kind of creamy flavored, and the ice cream will also float at the top. So that's called a root beer float. The way I made root beer floats as a kid was a little different. I would actually fill the cup full of ice cream. And so there would be mostly ice cream in there, and then I would pour root beer on top and it would just bubble and fizzle. And then I would eat it with a spoon. So it'd actually just be like root beer flavored ice cream. But when you get root beer float anywhere else, it's the opposite. It's mostly drink and just a large scoop of ice cream. My sister and I went to the movies once, and we got a root beer float. But it was an alcoholic, it was beer, not root beer. And so they did the same thing, ice cream with a scoop of ice cream inside of a mug full of beer. And it wasn't bad, but it wasn't like what we were expecting. We were actually thinking it was gonna be root beer. I drank mine, my sister didn't want hers. We're not big on alcohol in my family. I drink alcohol maybe once or twice a year. I think the last time I had alcohol, I just drank it at home around 4th of July. I was off. And then before that, it might have been when I was on cruise. So that was a long time ago. Years ago. Haven't been on a cruise in about 3.5, 4 years. It was about 3.5 years ago. I'm gonna get another one of these not goblins. I want to say ogres. Talking about giants, by the way. Uh-oh. Regrowth is running out. See, I've got quickness and regrowth of the grove. No, I got quickness and spirit of the wolf. And I've got protection of the glades. All right, we're now about 61% through this level experience-wise. I gained about 25% of my experience on this episode alone, and I've only been playing for about 45 minutes. I mean 35 minutes, what am I saying? Totally confused, misspeaking. Darn, the loot sucks. Why is it looting? I had Storm Strength on this whole time too, so now that Storm Strength runs out, what, am I going to be overweight? Probably. Harrietta's bloody dress, why am I carrying that? What is this? Bull elephant. So what I'll do next, coming up soon, is work on getting jaundiced armor. No, it's not jaundiced armor, but whatever armor's for the shaman. I think it is jaundiced armor. Yeah. Work on getting a set. Something like that. I don't know, I had fun. Time to look for a movie, I think. Let's take a quick glance at what's playing on YouTube. So if you guys got YouTube, you can watch free movies on there. If you got YouTube Premium, you can watch them without ads. So they have a free selection. Let's take a look at what they have. I'll read the selection while I meditate. So let's see. Movies and TV. I own a couple. I've rented and purchased some. Sopranos Season 1. Lord of the Rings 1978, Excalibur 1981, and Dune 2021. I own those movies. Let's go to the free selection here. Primetime movies. There's a movie called Enough, Varsity Blues, Unforgiven, which is a Western with Clint Eastwood, Up in Smoke, Wall Street with Charlie Sheen, Fifth Element with Bruce Willis, Lethal Weapon, Mel Gibson movie, Oh Brother Where Art Thou with George Clooney. We have Forrest Gump, which is a good one, Tom Hanks. So some of the horror films which would be appropriate for October. They got The Faculty. I've never seen that one. Friday the 13th from 1980. Oh, wow. The Hills Have Eyes. They have a couple Friday the 13th movies, one in Manhattan. Sounds corny. The Fourth Kind, I've never seen that. And Pet Sematary. None of those really stood out as something I want to watch. Oh, Over the Hedge. Okay, so I watched this movie like 20 times when I was living in England. It's an animated film. I'm gonna watch Over the Hedge. Now I'm encumbered, so it's time to get rid of some stuff here. 500 copper. Yeah, that took me down 13 stone. Is there anything else I can get rid of? So what I should do is put everything heavy in this Shraylock pack. That'll reduce my weight. Take everything light out of it. That looks like it's it. We'll put this orc scalp. Why am I carrying that? Alright, so my weight did drop a bit. Lightstone. Greater Lightstone. Keep this symbol of initiate there. Okay guys, well I think this is going to end this episode here. I had a pretty productive run here. The buffs did carry me through and it was nice, but I'm going to watch some movies, drink more Coca-Cola, and staying away from the snacks today. I do have some Halloween candy, but I'm going to stay out of it. But horror films, I'm going to watch a good horror film tonight. So guys, I'm going to upload this about 2:30 p.m. Have a great weekend. Talk to you later.